Hey, this is James Devine and I am in my kitchen and I'm going to introduce you today to a pastry puffin. They are very delicious. These are just 3 of the varieties that you might find. You can see that there's strawberry cream, cinnamon, and cherry, but there's a variety of other flavors too. And you can see I've prepared my cookie sheet by putting a piece of parchment paper over it. Parchment paper, not wax paper, because if you put wax paper, you're going to find yourself with a gooey mess. You're gonna wanna make sure to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And if your oven is like mine, where you have the choice of a convection or regular baking, make sure you select the baking because baked goods never come out very well with convection ovens. The cool thing about the puffins is that they come in a package of 12, as you can see here, but they are perforated so that when you're setting them up, you break it off and you can just have one if you want to and bake it in the oven, or you can cook all 12, or you can cook a bunch of packages. So I'm going to cook a variety of them this morning. You can see I have the pastry puffins ready to go. The instructions tell us that they should be cooked for 20 to 28 minutes. And when you're baking, that means you can go do something for about 18 minutes, but then you should watch them carefully because baking is not an exact science. You have to watch and learn when to watch for them. You want it to be just the right golden brown. So I'll be coming back in about 18 minutes and checking them. And they are in the oven, so I'll close the oven and come back in about 18 minutes to check. While we're waiting on the ones in the oven, I'm just gonna try an experiment and I'm going to try microwaving one and we'll see how that goes. This is the result of the microwave one. I do not recommend it, but it still tastes good. And so you 14-year-old boys that can't wait 28 minutes for something to bake, but I recommend waiting till it bakes. So we'll come and look at the real ones in a little bit. I was once a 14-year-old boy, so I know that some of you can't even wait the 90 seconds to microwave it. So can you eat these like right out of the freezer? It tastes okay. It's frozen raw dough, but you're still gonna be better off waiting the 28 minutes to bake them in the oven. You can hear that they're starting to sizzle and starting to rise and it's looking really good. And I put the frosting up here on the stove where it's a little bit warm to get it ready to put onto the puffins. Just another reminder that you want to make sure that you use parchment paper, not wax paper. Now, we had a lot of fun with wax paper when my kids were little. They're all grown now. But back in the day when they were little, there were still long slides at the playgrounds. Now they put everything close to the ground. So this slide was probably 25 feet tall. And I would take a piece of wax paper and go down once or twice coating the slide with the wax from the wax paper. And it made it super fast and they would always fall off at the end and go flying off like a bullet. So I was either a good dad or a bad dad, depending on how you look at it. We're getting close to being able to eat them. They are coming out of the oven now and perfectly golden brown, so we're gonna let them cool for a little bit. I can't even wait for them to cool. You can see I've already been taking a bite out of this one. I think this is the cinnamon one. And they're nice and crunchy and hot. I haven't even put the filling on top of it yet. The cream filling drizzle over the top of it, but you can probably eat it without them. Now, I think these would be great for if you needed to bring a quick dessert to some kind of potluck or something, you could be ready with these. They're good. And here's the beautiful finished product. Eat your puffins one a day will keep you healthy and fit, along with about an hour of exercise. If you want to find out where you can get your own puffins, see the contact information below for the Puffin Man. And here's a PS for you 14-year-olds. It's definitely worth the wait to wait till they come out of the oven.